happens when a group of friends reunite at a lakeside cabin after years of drifting apart.
Yeah, and it's a weekend of laughter, fun, and a few tears that you won't want to miss. Take a look.
I would like to thank everyone for, well, almost everyone for coming.
Well said. So, what's a whiskey slap? Simple. You take a shot of whiskey, I slap you.
And that must be fun for you to do. And star of Besides Still Waters, Beck Bennett, and writer, producer, and director of the film, Chris Lowell, are here with us now. Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
That had to feel good.
That was
Yes.
it's kind of felt great.
It
Yeah.
felt great for Beck, not for Reid.
Right, I'm sure. How many takes did that take?
It was about 10, 15 years.
The cameras were rolling. We were just seeing how long Reid could stand, you know?
Well, let's just talk about you guys were college roommates freshman year.
That's right.
And very often you get a really bad roommate, but this clearly was just a friendship made in heaven, because this is you guys in college.
Wow. Okay, you got a real nugget there. Yes, that's what we looked like when we met each other. That was the first photo taken of us.
Oh, really?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Were you dressed up?
Might as well have been.
Were you dressed up? I mean, you all look so crazy in that picture. Where were you
We were in
going?
London at the time. I was studying abroad in London for a semester, and Chris came to visit.
We're looking real good there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's crazy. I met so many people who tell these nightmare stories about their roommates freshman year. And it was purely serendipitous that we walked in and met each other, but we were friends immediately.
That's nice.
Well, let's talk about this movie. You put a lot of care into the character's development, but it was interesting to me that with Beck's character, you play a gay man in this movie. You didn't want it to be how, in a lot of cases, we see gay men typically played. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote the film with my friend Mona Rang, who's also a good friend of Beck's, and we just have a number of our friends who have come out of the closet over the years, and we've heard plenty of times, and you see it so often in entertainment and sort of like film and television, how gays are portrayed as being these like larger than life, foppish, broad, you know, and believe me, that exists as well.
Yeah.
But I just sort of felt like there was this void where you could portray someone as a homosexual as just not so over the top and loud, and it was just I thought it was a really fun vantage point to give, and Beck did an excellent job with the character.
And Beck, this has to be kind of like coming full circle for you, because you starred in one of his very first projects, right?
Yes. Rebel Without a Bra.
Rebel Without a Bra. It was a student film that was assigned to us.
It was a 24-hour film festival.
Right.
They give us the title. We had 24 hours to make the movie.
Believe me, we didn't choose Rebel Without a Bra. It's a title.
Wait, so is there an audition process for you now with him, or how does that work?
Oh, it was pretty rigorous. I was going to say, like, when... You know, you'd think, because it's like, oh, my friend's doing this project, I've got an in.
Yeah.
But I actually think I was much harder on anyone that I knew auditioning, just because I know how talented he is.
Yeah.
So the bar was raised incredibly high, you know?
Yes.
I really put you through the ringer.
No pressure.
Were there gifts involved that you had purchased?
Well, I got a lot of stuff.
Right, yes, absolutely.
Well, Beck, let's talk a little bit about SNL. You're having a great time on there, doing a great job.
Thank you.
Not getting much sleep.
Yeah, not getting much sleep at
That's
all.
right.
And we were hearing that as part of your audition, you did one character that turned out to be a big hit on the show, the Baby Boss.
Yeah.
And then you created that
It
2
is.
days before.
I did.
So this was your creation.
That was my creation, yes. I was auditioning for the show, and I was like workshopping stuff on stage, and one or two of them weren't working, so I thought of this character, ran it by a friend, and he was like, you have to do that. I did it before the audition once, and it did great, so... and everybody asked me if I have a child, and I don't. I just sat next to a man on a plane who had a baby in his lap, and the baby was doing like the dumbest things I've ever seen. It was just like, it was grabbing things and putting it in its mouth and then throwing it on the ground and then crying that it didn't have it.
You're like, this is
It was
amazing.
just like all over the place. So it's like, you have to be able to do something with that physicality.
Right.
That content.
That has to be a boss.
You and Bitsy too, you just did the marathon, right? Here in New
I did
York.
do the marathon.
There's like a pre-picture.
This
What's
is
happening?
the saddest thing in the world. 62,000 people.
That was Chris halfway through the marathon. Really trying to...
No, so literally, okay, so they tell you to buy all these cheap clothes that you wear because it's so cold and you throw them away. So I go to a Kmart sales rack and I buy, look at this.
This is you
the next
after,
day. This
right?
is the next day. And I buy these like Duck Dynasty pajama pants and a deer sweater and then I'm laying on the ground and wearing a trash bag, and that's the photo they choose.
Of course, that would happen. That's what happens.
That's how it works.
Once you become a star. Well, congratulations
yes.
on running the marathon.
Thank you.
And this is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I like that. You guys, I hope to see you guys again in something together.
Yeah, we're excited to see the movie.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so much. And you can catch Beck on all new SNL this weekend and check out Besides Still Waters when it hits theaters this Friday and on demand next Tuesday, November 18th.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right, well, later in the show, warm up and look good while doing it with the season's most stylish faux fur.
We'll be right back.
On the next Marathon.